Here we go. Second game. Obviously, England smashed San Marino, as they should have done, because they are literally objectively the worst team by FIFA's rankings. So we're expecting another win here, to be honest, because Albania ain't shit. No offense, Albania, but you ain't shit, in theory. So I'm really expecting yet another England win. Obviously, you never know, but realistically, if England aren't winning and winning well, it's pretty shambolic. Even 5-0 against San Marino was pretty shambolic in my view. Wasn't really good enough. Didn't play very well. As we know, 5-0 is the bare minimum against the likes of San Marino, and they would just scrape that. Didn't actually play that well, so. But we'll find out, won't we? We will find out. There we go. Let's just get all my background things ready. Not expecting anything too crazy. I'd say maybe 2 or 3-0 should be about right on paper. But as we all know, football's not played on paper, but realistically it might as well be. For the purposes of this game, it should be. Just do that. And let's change the thumbnail of Destiny. There we go. And here we go. We're ready. We're good. We out here, as you can see. Hey, Joel. How you doing, my man? How you doing, Joel? How's your weekend going, mate? We always discussed as me when you realised that we lose an hour today or last night because of daylight savings. I didn't even realise. Totally forgot. So let me zoom in on my beautiful face. I totally forgot that was a thing. I got very annoyed because like we didn't go to bed until very late last night. Cause it's Saturday night, chilling out, aren't you? And I was just on my phone, and it was 3 o'clock, and then all of a sudden it was 5 o'clock. I was like, what is happening here? I was like, oh, it's because I've lost an hour, of course. So that was annoying. But yeah, apart from that, weekend was good. Excellent. What have you got up to this weekend, Joel? Anything in particular? Have you done anything in particular? Have you, have you maybe learnt something? Have you maybe eaten some nice food? Let me know. What do I think the score will be? Well, England should win, and they should win well. So I'm going to say it's going to be 2 or 3-0. Hi, Matthew, mate. How you doing, my guy? How's your weekend going? So I'm going to say 2 or 3-0 to the England. I'm really excited. Let's just talk about this front. Let's talk about the starting lineup from England. As you can see it the tactical board. Let me just get it up for you guys. You can see it here. I'm really excited. Yeah, no worries, Matthew. I'm really excited by this front three that England have got going on. Like Foden playing in his second best position. Sterling obviously starting because he has to start. Kane obviously starting because he has to start. The midfield is a bit less impressive, but that's because he's moving Foden to the wing, and I think Grealish is still injured, isn't he? So I don't think he's even in the squad. Defence, I'll never rate Maguire, really, in this England team, but realistically, that's a decent back four as well. Like I say, it's just a midfield that's a bit uninspiring. You've got Phillips and Rice, 2 more defensive players, and Mount, again, he's not defensive, but he's not as, creative as, a Maddison or a Grealish or a Foden. But yeah, like I said, I'm really excited about this front three. You've done my business for me. What does that mean, Matthew? I've done your business for you. I don't know what that means, mate. Not much chilling. Your footy starts up soon. Oh, what do you mean by that, mate? Like, do you have like a five-a-side? Do you have a five-a-side team that you get involved in? It's a shame Lingard doesn't start. I don't know who's starting still, to be honest. I'm like I said, I'm still excited by that front three. Raheem Sterling came. In fact, maybe Sterling's playing on the right. I also don't understand. I don't understand this Sterling slander that just... It seems to be really popular to say that Sterling isn't good enough, and people questioning whether Rashford should be starting ahead of him. It's like, definitely not. Rashford is not nowhere near the level of Sterling. Can we stop this slander? I don't understand. It'd be good to see Declan Rice, though. I haven't seen enough of Declan Rice. I know, Matthew, you're a big fan of him. Do you think he's good enough to... It does look like Sterling's to be on the right rather than Foden here, so it actually looks like it's going to be more like a... And to be fair, Foden has been starting on the left for City a lot. Oh, I don't know, mate. Maybe I do. But thank you for clicking like. That's much appreciated. Yeah, I've got the notification on my thing. I guess it just didn't come through for whatever reason. But thank you so much, Matthew. It's much appreciated. It does help. It does help every time you do that, so thank you. Yeah, Joel, let me know about this football thing you've got going on. Like I say, is it a five-a-side? Or is it like a full 11 team? Is it like a university thing, a college thing? Let me know. Or just like a with your friends thing. You think Declan Rice is playing too deep? Tell Matthew, you're the West Ham fan. Tell me more. That's why I call your business brilliant. Tell me more, Matthew, about Declan Rice as a player. Because obviously I've seen him play, obviously, in the Premier League. But you're the West Ham fan. You know infinitely more about him than me. So... is it fair to say that his Kane's in here potentially? Can he? Oh, he should have squared it. So that wasn't even Kane. Who was that? That was Kyle Walker. Probably should have tried to play him Foden. It's good to see Walker starting as well. That's really good. Yeah, let me know about Declan Rice. Is he good enough to sort of play in a midfield three as like the one holding defensive midfielder, like a deep lying playmaker? Is that his forte, or do you think he's more of a creative player? Because I was always under the impression that Declan Rice was a holding midfielder or a deep lying playmaker, like a sort of like the equivalent of a Fernandinho. You think he should play further back, right? Because that was my impression of Declan Rice, was that he was a defensive midfielder. So maybe it seems like today they're asking Phillips to do that role. I'm not sure. Yeah, so he is a holding midfielder. Okay. That's what I was under the impression of that. It looks like he is playing that role today, to be fair. He's the best holding midfielder. Oh, I don't know about that. But he's certainly the best English holding midfielder. That's a fact. How old is Declan Rice? He's 22. He's only recently been 22 as well. Okay. I'm just thinking I might reevaluate. I might reevaluate who my starting 11 for England would be, because at the moment I've got Henderson playing as my captain in Declan Rice's role. Please don't be like Robbie Savage. What do you mean? Why? What's Robbie Savage like? Slab head start. I really like the England kit. It seems really old school. Let me know what you guys think. I love this, the black collar. I love the fact that the England badge is in the middle. It seems really classic and old school to me. Like it seems more of like a throwback to a retro kit. Let me know what you guys think. And I know that there is blue on the tactical board, but they are playing in white. Oh no, I know Robbie Savage is annoying, but why was I being like Robbie Savage? I really like it. I really like it. I really like the kit. Oh right. Well, he's an idiot. I don't even know if McTominay's a holding midfielder, to be honest. That's not even really his role. He's more of a not even a centre defensive mid. He's just more of a centre mid. Oh no, Declan Rice is better than McTominay. Yeah, definitely. That's not even a question. I'm just thinking for my England team, do I want Jordan Henderson or Declan Rice as my defensive midfielder? I know that Jordan Henderson's lovely touch by Foden on his head, and that's confirmed. He is playing more on this left-hand side. Be interested to see how him and Luke Shaw combo. Lovely ball by Phil Foden. How you doing, mate? How you doing? What was your former name? Was it Carol? Is that right? Was that your former Twitch name? It's difficult for me to remember because you changed your name. You're now Clubhouse Football. I think you were called Kirill or Carol. Chris Sutton said Declan Rice is the best holding midfielder. Well, he's certainly the best English holding midfielder. Ball comes in, corner. No. Oh, and by the way, guys, I will be slightly behind you because I have to watch it on my PC to stream this. So I'm watching it on the ITV player, so I'm only at 9 minutes 36. Just an FYI there. Lovely, but I love how Foden's taking control of these, No, Matthew, that's fine. Don't worry about it, mate. Yes, yes. Clubhouse Football, are you now known, were you formerly known as Carol? Let me know what your previous Twitch name was, just so I remember. Because it's confusing for me because you changed your name. You have a question? Go for it, mate. Let me know. I'll try to answer your question. How to get the game plan? I don't know what that means, mate. Not gonna lie. How you get the game plan? Oh, there's a website called Tactical Board. As you can see in the bottom right corner. Carol, that's who it is. Okay, great stuff. Great stuff. Yeah, it's a good point. I don't know why you're not seeing it. You should be seeing it. Where's my... Huh. I guess there might be a technical issue. You're right. That's a bit annoying. Maybe I'm just having technical issues. I don't know. Right, alright. I'm so dumb. There we go. Okay, that's because that's my bad. I didn't click refresh. We're good now. There. But yeah, there is something wrong with the chat box. You're right. I'm going to remove it and see what happens if I add it in again. That's very frustrating. Because I do like to have the chat box. Right. So if you type something, hopefully it'll work now, maybe. Let's just test something by giving my YouTube link, just to test it. No, it's still not working. There must be an issue with the technology then, as you say, mate. It's very frustrating, but that's the situation we're in. Must be an issue with Streamlabs, the software I use. Oh well, I can still see all your comments, so it's all good. Hi Trip, how you doing, my guy? Yeah, Matthew, it looks like the chat box isn't coming up for some reason. Don't know why, but I can still read all your stuff, so it's fine. Yeah, I know, Matthew. Like I said, there's obviously an issue. But as you said before, there was an issue when people... oh, Albania on the counter-attack here, and Albania have got to score! It goes over the bar. Oh my god. Oh, what are England playing at? Albania really should have scored that goal. I didn't even see that because I was too busy looking at my technical issues. How's he not scored that? A better team? Yeah, Matthew, no worries at all. No, thank you for letting me know, because that's an issue I need to look into. Okay, no, you need to get banned, mate. You need to get banned. I don't like bots in my chat. So, where are you? I think you need to fuck off. Yeah, don't worry. I know. Ban. Ha 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 ha. Trib, oh, that's very kind that you want to subscribe to me. But basically, Trib, the reason why you can't subscribe to me is because you have to be a Twitch affiliate in order to subscribe. And I can become, if I wanted to. Twitch have offered me to become a Twitch affiliate because I've got enough viewers. It was this there was a scam bot, Kiro. We just need to ban him. Don't worry, it wasn't you. But yeah, so basically, the only way that you could subscribe to it is if I was to join the affiliate program. And that sounds good in theory because people, you know, from my perspective, people can subscribe to me and then I'd get £2.50 a month per each subscription. But the issue there is that locks me into Twitch. So it means I can't stream to YouTube and I can't stream to Facebook. Also, it puts adverts on my streams. And not only is that going to be massively annoying to you guys because you'd have to see like a 30-second advert every time you clicked into my stream, but let's say that you're a new person and you wanted to join my stream for the first time and you click through and you got to sit through a 30-second advert. It's like, ugh, I don't even know if I can be bothered doing this. So loads of people would actually click away. So in terms of if you want to grow and progress as a streamer, you really shouldn't join the affiliate program. Because it's not worth it, to be honest. Like I say, it's very kind that you'd want to subscribe. And Foden with the corner here, ball comes in. It's another really good delivery by Foden. But yeah, so let's say that, I don't know, let's say 10 people wanted to subscribe to me, and that would be amazing. That's too many, because not that many people would subscribe. But let's say 10. That's 25. That's 25 quid a month. And so is it worth £25 a month for me to, one, put adverts on my videos? We don't make any money anyway. And then two, lock myself into Twitch? Not for me. But like I say, thank you so much for the offer, Trib. Thank you so much for the offer. There is no need for anyone, by the way, it's a message to anyone, there's no need for anyone to give me money. You being here, it's another website, Kirill. If you just type in like football stats, you'll find it. You being here, you just like, you know, watching my YouTube videos, liking my videos, coming to TikTok, all that stuff which you can do for free, that's more than enough. No one is inclined or expected to contribute financially at all. If you do want to, that's absolutely fine. That's always appreciated, and you can do so by tipping, but there is no need at all for that to happen. So please never feel like you need to give me any money. And you have to pay tax. That's also correct. You should find out tomorrow if I get the job. Oh, excellent. Excellent stuff. I'm sure you'll get it, Matthew. I'm sure you'll get it. I'm sure you'll get it, mate. Oh yeah, and yeah, if you did want to, you can do Facebook stars. I don't really understand how it works, but yeah, it's sort of like TikTok points. I don't know, but yeah, that's excellent, Matthew. Please let me know please let me know how it goes. Please let me know if you get it. I'm sure you will get it. If you don't get it, don't worry about it. Just try to take it on the chin. Try to ask for constructive feedback. No, Matthew, I don't want you to give me stars. Don't worry about it. I don't want you to give me stars. Don't worry about it, my guy. Like I say, there's no need for anyone to give anything. Your company's more than enough. Mount trying to get involved, not quite. And it looks like Foden's now switched over to that right-hand side. Tomorrow, Tuesday or Wednesday. Excellent, Matthew. I'm sure you'll get it. Please don't. Please do not. Please do not do that. Please don't. I don't want anyone getting in trouble or giving money that they don't have or don't want to have. Like I say, please guys, don't worry about it. It's fine. Thoughts on the lineup? Trib asks, very good question. I was just sort of discussing it before. My thoughts. I'm very happy with this front three. I'm very happy with this front three, Trib. Because for me, I don't know what your thoughts are. I can't recall who you support. I think you're a... I think that you're a United... No, I think you're a Liverpool fan? Is that right? Because is your username on TikTok K to the GOAT or something? Is that right? Oh, United. Sorry about that. Sorry. I've really insulted you then by calling you a Liverpool fan. But yeah, for me, the front three of Foden, Sterling, Kane is incredibly exciting. Obviously, the only reason why it's happening is because Sancho's injured, I think. I think Sancho would start there normally. Oh, sorry, you're Flippy Flop. Sorry, I'm thinking of someone else, my bad. Ah, Flippy Flops, yes. Oh, and actually, I'm going to answer your question today. You asked a question yesterday, didn't you? Because you commented on my, you asked about how much David Beckham would go in today's market. So I wanted to upload that video before the stream started, but time escaped me. So I'll either be uploading that, I'll probably be uploading that straight after this stream. But yeah, so like I say, for the front three, it's really exciting for me to see Foden get involved on the wing. I do still think his best position is midfield. However, Pep doesn't really like to play him in central midfield because he's not defensively astute enough yet, which is fair enough. So really good to see him get the game time on the wing. Sterling, I personally think, should start every single game for England. Kane starts every single game for England. Foden, for me, starts every single game for England. I think the midfield is a bit uninspiring, but Grealish is obviously injured. I don't know if Maddison's included in this. No, I think Maddison's also injured. So that's fair enough. interesting to see Phillips again. I wonder if he's actually going to take on a bigger role in the squad. Although Henderson's injured, isn't he? So maybe that's why. It's good to see Rice playing, because I do want to see if Rice is going to be competent enough to have that central defensive role in midfield. And then the back four basically picks itself, really, in terms of Trent is injured, so Walker is basically the next choice. And then Luke Shaw, as we know, is England's best left back, and he's currently the best left back in the league, as we know. Stone's best central centre defender. Maguire still terrifies me, but let's be real, that is going to be the partnership Southgate goes for, so why not just get it going? Have I noticed about his number? Isn't it number 4? You wish Lingard started. He must be on. I'm sure lots of changes will be made. Why? It's because it's Steven Gerrard's number. I think Rashford would start if he was fit. Don't think he'd be, though, over Grealish and Sancho. Yeah, so I mean, Rashford isn't for me. Rashford's on the bench. He doesn't start over Sterling on the left or Sancho on the right for me. Or if you're going to play Grealish on the left, he doesn't start over Grealish for me, and he also doesn't start over Foden for me. So I think for me, he'd be more of an impact sub to bring someone on with pace. As Mount was just fouled on the edge of the box. I mean, I'm loving to see how much Foden's getting involved in this forward play as well. I know it obviously wasn't ideal that the Euros had to be pushed back a year. Oh right, interesting. Didn't know that. But yeah, had the Euros been last year, we'd have been missing out on Phil Foden, because he obviously wasn't included enough in City's lineup enough. But this year's been his year, hasn't it? So it's really good to see. And I think he's going to be, he is an unbelievable talent. England with a free kick. Foden over it, as is Kane. Kane takes it, tries to go into the wall. Oh. And there's a bit of foul, apparently, by Albania. Sorry, by England on Albania. Okay, whatever. Let's just see what happened here. I don't even know who he hits there. I think he hits an England player. I think he hits Mason Mount in the arse. That wasn't ideal. Yeah, I don't understand how, like, actually, yeah, it's a bit weird for, Albania with a shot, not quite, with the international numbers, isn't it? Because it just sort of seems to go, for England at least, it seems to go to more of a traditional 1 through 11, which I like. I think it should be like that. I like, because it's sort of like more, I don't know, for me, let me know what you guys think. For me, international football's a bit more, like, quote, traditional. I just really like to see a starting 11 be the numbers 1 through 11. So I don't know what Albania are playing at, having a number 17, 16, 18, 14 all starting. That angers me. Let me know, guys. If you're a footballer, what would your position be and what would your number be? My position would be left back, but I'd be number 11 because I'd be one of those attacking left backs. I'd be like an Alexander Kolarov. So I'd actually have a winger's number, but I'd be playing at left back. Let me know what your numbers are. Good clearance by Stones. Again, so good to see him perform this season from an England perspective. Foden deploying a press. Albania punted out. You're not sure about Phillips? Don't think it's good of. Yeah, honestly, I haven't seen enough of Phillips playing for England. Yeah, I don't fully understand why you need Rice and Phillips in the same team. I'm not sure if Phillips is creative enough. I don't know. I'm willing to be proven wrong. But for me, I mean, if you know anything about me and the way I like to play, I'd like to play football. If I was a manager, I would have one defensive midfielder and the other two as attacking midfielders. Oh, Pope trying to do some distribution, didn't quite work, and that is going to be the issue with Nick Pope, to be honest. His distribution isn't good. Number 7, inverted left forward. Ooh, very specific. I like it. So you're a left forward. So would you be cutting in on your right foot? Would you be like a Franck Ribéry? Lovely play by Kane and Sterling. Sterling's running through now. Sterling just gets dispossessed there, though. We had 3 Albania players around him. And who's playing on the left side of defence? Sorry, the left centre half for England. Is it Harry Maguire or is it Stones? You're the United fan, Trip. Doesn't Maguire play on the left hand side? Oh no, he's playing on the left hand side. Okay, that's fair enough. I was going to say, right, I'm going to change my setup then, because that confused me. Because for United, I'm sure he plays on the left hand side, and Stones plays on the right for City. So that does make sense. I think the reason for that is that you can then do those, like you see the Van Dijk doing it all the time. You can launch those long diagonal balls. I'm guessing that's why Maguire likes playing there. I'm guessing. But I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, gotcha. I thought that was the case. It's just like the way they did the lineups at the start of the match. It was as if Stones was going to play on the left, Maguire on the right, which doesn't really make sense because, as we've just discussed, it's Maguire that plays on the left for United and Stones plays on the right for City. Which I don't fully understand, actually, even though I said the diagonal ball thing. But for me, Stones is a better ball player, and you want your better playmaker on the left-hand side of your back four. He played left. Yeah, I guess he, like I said, I think he just likes it there because he can play those long diagonal balls. Luke Shaw trying to play in Raheem Sterling. Good play by him. Albania player comes across. Good defending. I'm genuinely, Trib, I don't know what your thoughts are. I'm genuinely so hype for the Euros. I love international tournaments. I love getting my hopes up every single year for England and then having them crushed. Well, I don't like that last bit, but I just love it. Because I always have hope. I always have hope that England are going to win and do well. Even though there's no chance they are going to win, I don't care. Because if you can't hope and dream, then what is the point? Yeah, I'm so hype. I think it's especially because, I mean, I obviously know there were mitigating circumstances in the World Cup for 2018, you know, being that England didn't really play anyone tricky. You know, they played Colombia without their star player. They played Belgium twice and lost. You know, they played Sweden to get to the semi-final, whatever, and they should have won the semi-final. But they still got to a semi-final. They still won a penalty shootout. I know it wasn't inspired, but I still got so excited. And I'm also so excited by the fact that the squad is so young, and now we've added Phil Foden to it, and now we're going to add Jadon Sancho to it, and Jack Grealish, and Declan Rice. Like, if anything, I think the squad's probably better. Like, because you've still got Kane, obviously, but you think of, like, we still had Ashley Young, and now we've got Luke Shaw. We had Kieran Trippier, and now we've got Alexander-Arnold or Walker. We had who else was not that good? With Eric Dyer, and now we've got Declan Rice. It's just so exciting. Welcomes me, I feel like my life. Yeah, genuinely. Oh, Albania. No, not quite. I thought they were going to have a shot there, not quite. Yeah, genuinely, I think you're so right. My footballing life did peak at that point. On the international stage. Hi, August. How you doing today? August Santonen. That's a great name. Yeah, like when Trippier scored, I went fucking mental in my living room. I went mental. I think was my girlfriend there? I think yeah, she was. My girlfriend was there. My mum was there. We were all watching it together in the lounge of my family's house, and I went fucking insane. I jumped off the couch. I pumped the air. I was just like literally punching. I went, God. I can't remember the last time I'd celebrated that hard for a goal. But even when City scoring, it's a really maybe when Company scored that screamer, maybe against Leicester, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just seem to celebrate more for England games, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just because they're not as good a team, so you don't expect them to be as well. I don't know. If only Kane scored. Yeah, you watch that moment over and over and over again, and the more that you look at it, the more you're like, why the hell did Kane? Because it's such an awkward shot for him to take on his right foot. He's got to get his body around the ball on the left-hand side. Wait, ball comes in from Phil Foden. I love how Foden's lovely ball again from Foden. Oh my god. Trib, are you seeing these set pieces from Foden? I'm not just being a little fanboy, am I? He's had like 4 corners, 1 free kick, and they've all been pinpoint perfect, basically. But yeah, back to the Kane squaring thing. He has to rotate his body around the ball to hit it with his right foot. If he's going to shoot, he should shoot with his left foot and smash it near post, rather than trying to hit it with his right and curling it around the keeper. But if he is going to do that, then as you say, he has to square it to Sterling. Although knowing Sterling's, proficiency when he should score, he'd probably blaze it over the top. But yeah, but you're absolutely right. He definitely had to square it. But then again, unfortunately there were defensive errors from, I think, 1 from Stones, 1 from Walker. And England should have been in the World Cup final, because that Croatia team wasn't really that good. To be honest, they had a couple excellent players, but realistically England should have won. Yeah, Foden's the best player on the pitch. I do agree. Like I said, and this is why I think he has to start everything. I know it's only Albania. I know it is. But you can just tell sometimes, like, you can't, it doesn't matter who you're up against, a good set piece is a good set piece. Putting a good corner in is putting a good corner in, and that's what he's done every single time. So, like I said, I'm really do you remember the days when Kane was on corners? So remember that bit of batshit managery? When Kane was on bloody corner duty. It's going to be a foul for England. Really, nothing's happening in this game, I'm not going to lie. Hi, Ultimate Gamer. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Oh, so Trib, like I said, I'm going to be doing a TikTok video today answering your question about David Beckham's, like if David Beckham was sold in today's market, how much would he go for? So he was actually sold for, well, the fee was 25 million in 2003, but with all the other additional fees, it went to like 35 million. How much do you reckon he would go for in today's market? I see Phil Jones, of course. Yeah. Was that under Van Gaal? Again, I just don't understand. I don't understand some of these managers, man. It's so bizarre. Because again, why would you want Phil Jones as an aerial threat? Kane, good interplay by him. I think Kane's in amazing form as well. That's exciting. Declan Rice with the long shot on target. I think it was Rice anyway. Oh no, sorry, it's Kyle Walker. I mean, Kyle Walker scored, I think, maybe 2 goals or 3 for City from that sort of position. He rarely puts them in. Just goes to show that England are getting frustrated a bit by this Albania team. Over 50 caps for England without scoring a goal. I think I've done the general count, 'cause that's basically spot on in terms of accounting for inflation stuff. That's basically spot on. I'll answer it properly in depth in the video. But interestingly, at the time, the price tag was seen as incredibly small. And that was because, him and Ferguson didn't like each other at that point. They had a massive falling out. So United were basically keen to sell him. So they actually had to sell him for a lesser price. And the Real Madrid president said something along the lines of, I'd actually been willing to pay double. Would be willing to pay double that. Because at the time, they also signed, I think, Luis Figo for around 54 million. Zidane for 40 to 50 million. And they bought Beckham for like half that. So... what's my prediction? Thanks for asking us, Gamer. You think 2-0 to England? Well, I'm going to predict England to win. I'm going to say... I said at the start 3-0, but really, England aren't looking too clever. So I'm going to say 1-0 to England. Based on this, it should be more than that. It should be more like 2 or 3. It's Albania. But yeah, I'll say 1-0. What are your thoughts, Trib? Luke Shaw linking up with Raheem, the Dream Sterling. Here's Mason Mount. And for me, there's not really enough creativity in midfield with this midfield 3. I'd love to have a Maddison in there. think 2-1 to the England. I hope it's not that. That's embarrassing if England concedes. Declan Rice holding his arse. What is Phillips's hair? Like, what is going on with that guy's hair? I mean, honestly, they should have scored. What was it, like in the first 10 minutes when they had a counter-attack? They should have scored them. Thankfully, they didn't. But I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong. But you never know with England, do you? And maybe this is why my England formation just wouldn't work playing one defensive midfielder. But I don't really care. Go for it. Utilise the attacking talents. Phillips needs to come back and help Declan Rice, and he does. Goodness me. Oh, my streams decide to delay ITV, okay? And it goes out for an England goal kick. That's what I'm asking, yeah. What is Phillips's hair? It's genuinely awful. Can you even call that hair at that point? I don't think you can. I certainly wouldn't, and didn't. God, I'm so tired, I don't really know why. Oh, it's probably because I stayed up until technically 5 AM last night, lol. Because of the time difference. Tee-hee. Tee-hee. Oh, I'll be uploading a YouTube video today, Trib. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. It's basically just about my liquid cooler on my PC breaking and me trying to fix it. So yeah. Should be a good one. Just need to make the thumbnail for it and it's done and it can be uploaded. Yeah, this has been a really uninspiring first half by England. I think there needs to be more creativity in midfield, personally. I'm happy with the front three. I think when Foden's got... Oh my god, Trib. Oh my fucking god. Right, and here's the thing. Thank you. I just want to say thank you so much because you're a United fan, yeah? You're a United fan, and you acknowledged it. And here's the thing. At no point am I saying it's a bad thing. At no point in my video or have I ever said that spending money is a bad thing. It's just a thing that exists. I don't think that United fans are deluded at all. I don't think that Chelsea fans are deluded at all. Because I know I'm a City fan, but I don't have any agenda against United or United fans because I don't actually have any friends that are City fans. All of my friends are United fans, so I quite like United fans. I don't have like a vendetta or hatred to them, to be honest, because I grew up with them. I grew up with the fun banter, so I don't care. No. Oh, the ball in! Oh, what a goal! Brilliant ball in by Luke Shaw. Lovely diving header by Harry Kane. And it's 1-0 to the England. Lovely play. Luke Shaw, brilliant cross. Albania players just don't pick him up. It's a really good cross by Luke Shaw, though, you've got to say. Mason Mount did well to pick it up. Sterling played in Luke Shaw, I think he did. Sorry, no, Mason Mount, first time crossing by Luke Shaw. Albania player doesn't pick up Kane. It's a lovely diving header. It's a lovely diving header by Harry Kane. And there we go. That's 1-0 to England. You love to see it. And what a ball by Luke Shaw, as we say. And that's why he's first choice England left back. Great header from Harry Kane. What a season he's having as well. Shawberto Carlos. That's amazing. But yeah. Sorry, back to that. So yeah, so like and all your friends are City fans. That's quite funny. It must be I'm sure it'll be. I don't know how old you are, Trib, but like when I was growing up, City were shit and United were great. So obviously most of the kids were United fans. I'm sure nowadays it's the opposite because that's again, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's how success works. Oh, Mason Mount in potentially. A lovely play by Phillips there actually. Kyle Walker, Foden, a bit too aggressive into Foden. Yeah, and I've got all these United fans. Sorry, No. I've got all these deluded fans saying to me, as you saw in the comments, oh, find me... In fact, I had someone going, find me one non-City fan who'd agree with you. Well, literally Trib for a start, but literally all of my United fan friends, because they aren't idiots. Like, oh, you think we're similar? Oh, fair enough. Yeah, like, oh, I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know how many of those comments you saw, but I try to reply to everyone, even if someone's left a smarmy dickhead comment, because I think that's a nice thing to do. Because if you leave a comment, if you've taken the time to leave a comment, I want to try to get back to you, even if you're being a dickhead to me. I've seen some arguments that I would never have even contemplated because they are so ridiculous. I wouldn't even like. So I don't know if you saw it, but people were trying to. Oh, Sterling in the box? Not quite. Yeah, and so yeah, like I said, this argument in particular, someone said, you're being biased. You're manipulating the statistics to play into your narrative because you're using the history of the Premier League as a whole, whereas you should be looking at 2008 onwards. And I go, why? And they go, because that's when City started spending money. How is that not playing into your narrative? How convenient that we picked that year again to suit you. How about what's fair to do is you look at the Premier League as a whole, because the question is who spent the most. Lovely ball in by lovely ball in by Sterling. Kane rattles the crossbar. Oh, that was a lovely ball by Sterling. What a ball by Raheem. That's unbelievable play. Oh, Sterling. Kane should back that. Kane should score that. Lovely ball by Sterling. I can't get over how good that ball was. Yeah, so I can't get over how good that ball was. What ball, Raheem? But yeah, like if we're asking the question, who spent the most in the Premier League? Why would you only start when City have started spending the money? Because obviously City had to spend more at that point because they had a weaker squad. How is that fair? Again, I can't believe the arguments of some of these people. It is actually staggering. Some of these, as you say, what you said, I can't believe some of the dumb comments. Yeah, it's amazing. It is amazing. And as you say, most people don't even go as far to construct a ridiculous argument like that, and they just go, oh, oil tap. It's like, do you even understand how business works? Do you understand what financial fair play is? Maybe I should just do that next time. POV, you don't understand FFP. Maybe that would be a better way to answer it, because it's so draining to say to everyone, but City have been making profits for the last few years and they're only just behind United in terms of revenue. There's no issue in spending money. No one's saying it's an issue. I'm just saying it's a fact. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's the reason why I think, and this is why I've got an issue with people like, I don't know if you're a fan of Goldbridge or not, Trib, but this is why I've got an issue with people like Goldbridge saying ridiculous things like City running football because the Royal Tap is on and da-da-da-da, because he's got a massive audience and he's got a very influential, what's the word? He's very influential and he's got a very, I imagine, young, ready to be influenced audience. So they're going to listen to him, think he's right, and then just use that going forwards. And it's like, well, Goldbridge said that it was right, so it must be right. It's like, no, but he's got it wrong. So that's why I think it's really irresponsible for people like him to say that. Yeah, he only said pumping money at first to get his way one. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how investment works. That's how investment works. Every single club has benefited from vast investment. City suffered from underinvestment for a significant number of decades, hence why they're in mid-table or struggling to not be relegated or getting relegated. And now they have the investment. The point is, it's just happening in the modern day when it's more in the public eye. And it all happened at once. And that's why people have an issue with it. But again, Every single club has benefited from vast investments. As we've discussed, as we know, as you know, because you're not an idiot. Came with a cross, nearly, not quite. And as you say, that cash injection has led to, and that has led to the current revenue streams that City now have. And now the owner hasn't had to inject his cash into the club for a number of years. Because he can't, because FFP means that you have to earn your money. And City have been profitable for a number of years. Gorbish is funny. I do like his comments. Just go from just I never want to accuse someone of being jealous or bitter, but he said it himself, and I do sort of feel like that is the thing. And that's, you should just like accept the jealousy and sort of like move on rather than trying to justify it. I don't know, but we've talked about this many times on stream. It's an interesting topic to talk about. But at the same time, it's so draining to just say to correct people over and over and over again. And it's also worse when these people don't know anything. And it's like, you have no knowledge. What are you talking about? Do you understand anything? But that's it. That's the thing. But yeah, anyway, to the game. It's 1-0 to the England. Lovely ball by Luke Shaw into Harry Kane. Really, it should be 2-0 to England because Sterling put in a wonder ball that Kane smashed off the crossbar. England needed that goal though because up until that point it was looking pretty drab. The defence was questionable and shaky in the opening first few minutes. Foden's been quite influential, especially from set pieces. Hi Gasky, how you doing? We were just and Gasky, Trib Gasky. Gasky, we were just talking about how by the way, Trib Gasky is one of my many United fan friends. Trib's a United fan as well, by the way. Gasky, we were just, because I uploaded a TikTok video yesterday, basically just stating the fact that United and Chelsea have spent more than City in the Premier League, and we were just talking about all the dumb comments that I got on that, and all these deluded fans not wanting to accept it. I think I messaged you about it on Facebook, actually. So that's what we were just discussing. What are your thoughts on the game, Gasky? Lovely ball by Sterling, could have been 2-0. Lovely ball by Luke Shaw to get the assist for Kane. If the Saudis bought us tomorrow, I'd love it, or just any kind of owner we don't have to pay dividends to. Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing. And you raised the jealousy point. And I'm sure like every club would want an owner like City's owner, where they actually invest the club's revenue back into the club rather than paying themselves out. I can't remember. I don't know the last time, because I've reviewed the last few Man City financial reports, and the directors do not accept dividends. They don't take dividends. They put it back into the club. Whereas you look at Arsenal, you look at United, etc., and they do take dividends. It's like watching United. 2 CDMs is pointless. I agree with that. Mount is overrated. I probably agree with that as well. We have to have McFred because Maguire and Lindelof are liabilities, yeah. Yeah, I don't understand why Phillips is playing. I don't understand his hair, as we've discussed. To be fair, I don't really know who you'd have instead. Maybe you could have Jesse Lingard. Who else would you have, really? Wait, Henderson? That's not Jordan Henderson. That's goalkeeper Henderson, right? Guess you could have I'd like to see Bellingham, maybe, actually. I'd like to see Bellingham or Lingard starting instead of Phillips. I'd want Declan Rice in the hole. And then, Mount and Bellingham, or Lingard and Bellingham as the more creative players. But yes, that is the issue. And as you say, if they were fit, I'd definitely have Maddison and Grealish, but they aren't fit, as you say. McFred, is that just like a common way of shortening McTominay and Fred? Is that what that means? Biagasky, how's your weekend going, mate? Are you as disgusted as me that we lost an hour last night? I'm fully fuming. Fully fuming. But then, and I might go TikTok live after this trip if you do want to join me. It's less offensive than what I would call them. McFred's the elite tier midfield pivot. Yeah, I mean that's the new fucking Fernandinho and Yaya Toure, isn't it? That cheeky double pivot. Yeah, I mean, we all know the issues with United. They need an actual defensive midfielder who can do that job on his own, rather than two players who can't even do the job across the two of them. It's just a bit mad that that's the state of play. Surely that's got to be the priority for United. But I don't know, because the owners are mental. No worries, Trip, at all. But I have no idea, because the owners are mental, and it seems like they're... Because it's not really a sexy position, is it? Centre defensive midfield. Like, it's not gonna be in like the highlights of the conference meeting. Whereas if you go, oh, we signed Jadon Sancho, that's gonna get all the social media things going. And as we know, that's apparently the priority of these cretins. But yeah, that's the thing. Let's see what Roy Keane has to say about England. I love hearing Roy Keane's commentary, punditry. I still can't believe that people think that Vieira would twat Roy Keane in a fight. No chance. Roy Keane would savage literally anyone. Literally anyone. Again, you don't have to be big and bulky to win a fight. You just need to be aggressive and mental, like Keane clearly is. Let's have a look. Harry Kane. Yeah, Harry Kane was dropping really deep. I understand he likes that because he likes to get involved in the creative play, but he's so deadly in that when he's chilling at striker. Yeah, not wrong, to be fair. I agree with the analysis by Ian Wright. Definitely. Da 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 da. Right, how do I do a thing? Oh god, I do this every single time I want to make a thumbnail. I always forget how to make a border. I forget every single time. Every damn time, guys. And lovely. I can't get over how good that ball is by Sterling. Kane should score. It's not the easiest chance, but a player of his quality should score. Rattles the underside of the crossbar. Could be 2-0 to England. It is 1-0, but that's fine. That is fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We take those. We take those. Big Gasky, if you're still there, let me know how your weekend's been, mate. Have you been up to anything in particular? Or have you just been chilling? Have you just been chilling? Oh, I had an oyster this weekend, guys. It was pretty vile, not gonna lie. I hated the way it felt on my throat. It's genuinely the worst thing in the world. So yeah, that was a thing. Right, so if I put a fill on this beach, right? Stroke. Do that, I don't know, fucking... Oh no. Hi Ryan, mate, how you doing, my guy? Hey Ryan, hey. What's red's complementary colour? Does anyone know off the top of their head? Let's find out. Hi, but yeah, hi Ryan, how's your weekend going, mate? What? What's this? Charlton Limited, what? What is this? What? What is happening here? It's a slow weekend with no Premier League. I have no idea. So really weird, really weird. Like, because we're streaming to Facebook as well, and for whatever reason, my Facebook stream's been taken down because it's apparently infringing on someone's rights, but I have no idea what those rights are. You guys can't hear the commentary, can you? Like, you couldn't hear the commentary when the game was going on, right? I'm not being dumb, am I? I don't understand what the issue was there. That's weird. Yeah, I have no idea then. Someone did a claim against my video on Facebook, but like, I don't understand what is the issue with this picture. There's nothing there. It wasn't BT Sport who were having to go at me for using Neil Warnock's face in the bottom right. That's so weird. I don't know. Anyway, well, hopefully that doesn't happen again, because if that happens again, then I might get sued. That's worrying. I don't understand. I have no idea if that's what it is. Like, that's just a guess. We received notice. The content infringes intellectual property rights. What? Like, what? Genuinely no idea what the issue was there. I have no idea how to remedy that because I have no idea what I did wrong. So that's a bit annoying, but there you go. When is the next Premier League action? Is it this coming up weekend? But there's some good. I'll tell you what. There's some good club football coming up. There is. I know City play Leicester. There's obviously the FA Cup semi-finals, and most excitingly of all, it's the Champions League quarter-finals. In fact, when are the exact dates? Champions League fixtures. And how are they doing it? Are they doing one game a day? They must be, because they're such exciting games. I want to be able to watch all of them. No, why are they doing them at the same time? That means I've got to pick games. That's lame. Oh well. Well, obviously I'm going to pick City Dortmund over Real Madrid Liverpool on the 6th of April, which is not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. And then Champions League, I don't think anyone apart from a Chelsea or a Porto fan is tuning in to watch Chelsea Porto when there's Bayern Munich PSG on the other side. And that's on the 7th of April. So that's exciting for the first legs. And the second leg, oh, wow, it's the week after. Straight away, they are messing around, are they? So it's the 6th and 7th of April, and then the 13th and 14th of April. Yeah, and then again, it's Bayern. I'll be watching the PSG Bayern game, and I'll be watching the Dortmund City game. I'm always really nervous every year about you winning it. Yeah, I mean, let's be. You know my thoughts on this. I still think that City aren't going to win it, and I do think that Bayern will win it. But let's be real, it's only a matter of time. We're doing a treble quad, yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? I mean, it always comes to around this time of the year when the media like to ask, could City win the quadruple? And you know my thoughts on that. For me, City in the Champions League is basically only a matter of time before they win it, because they're always competing. They're always at the knockout stages every single year, basically. When was the last time they failed to get out of the group? Like 2012, maybe. Like, I think that City are favourites. They certainly were before the draws were made. But yeah, like I say, it's only a matter of time before City win the Champions League. So again, I'm not going to be I'm obviously going to be disappointed if City don't win it this year, but because I'd like them to win. Obviously, I hope they win every year, but realistically, it's only a matter of time before it does happen. I don't think that's unfair to say. Right, what is Reds? What is Reds? Complementary colour. Is it blue? Question mark. It's green. Wow. Did you know that? Green complements red. I had no idea. But now I know. In the other games, Georgia are beating Spain. What? Georgia are beating Spain at half-time. What is happening in that game? France are beating Kazakhstan. Denmark 5-0 against Moldova. That's pretty embarrassing. But yeah, Spain, what are you playing at, guys? Come on. There you go. Oh, of course, because United's... Oh, that makes sense as well, because the traditional Christmas colours are red and green, aren't they? And Liverpool's badge is like red and a bit of green as well, isn't it? So that sort of works. And United have traditional kits in red and green. But yeah, there you have it. Now we know that green complements Red. I have no idea if it's like a light green or a dark green. I just know it's green. But now we know. Right. Second half's about to kick off here. I think I said 1-0. You said 2-1, Trib, for final scores. I mean, hopefully we get to 3-0, 4-0, but unlikely. There we go. Second half, kicking off now, guys. They say red and green should never be seen. Presents for the children, wrapped in red and green. You're a glass half empty kind of guy. Mate. I don't think... I think a lot of people would say I'm a pessimistic fan. I think I'm more of a realistic fan. Because I'm always scared that City are just going to lose, to be frank. But I think I'm just more realistic than anything else. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Right, what is happening in this game? Come on, the England. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being that. I don't think. I think that's fine. The referee fouled a player. What a G. And all the dreams of children once lost will now be found. That's all I want when Christmas comes to town. That's from the Polar Express, in case you didn't know. I love that film. That is a banging film. And I'll not hear anyone say anything other than that. Because it's a fact. Right, so if I put a stroke there, what happens now? Right, that's that. Okay, that's good. I think I figured it out. Maybe. Okay. Come on, Kane. You can do it. Just stay up, mate. No, you're right. It was just because... The lyric in that song is presents wrapped in red and green. And like I say, traditionally, Christmas colours are red and green, aren't they? But yes, you're right. We watch that film every single Christmas Eve and it's so magical. I love it. It's so magical. Right. There we go. That's fine. Let's put that in the background. Sorry, I was. The reason why I was asking what complements red is because in the thumbnail for the YouTube videos going up today, there's a lot of red in the main image, and I want to make the border whatever complements that colour. So I'm gonna have a green border. That's how it works. Are you doing anything else today, Trib? You up to anything else? You got any exams coming up, maybe? Any university exams? Or are you working, actually? I don't know what your situation is. Are you working? Are you in education? Let me know if you don't mind me asking. Don't know what your situation is. Your situation... Ah, you work full-time. Fair shits. Do you mind me asking where you work, or like what sort of industry you're in? Sorry, one sec. I just have to ask because I've got quite a young audience for some people on Twitch. A lot of them are still in school or college or stuff. Ah, excellent. So I work in the legal sector. I won't say exactly what I do if that's all right, because there are some mentalists out there who might try to dox me. But yeah. But for Berry Council, that's sick. That's sick. Right. Okay. Trib. Right. Trib. So I'm guessing are you from Berry? Yeah. because again, I'm sure it wouldn't be an issue, but you never know. Like, let's say my employer finds out that I stream, they might have an issue with it or something. Right, yeah. So you're near Bury, so which is like Greater Manchester, obviously, right? You're from Manchester, yeah? If someone asks where you're from, I'm from Manchester. Because Greater Manchester is Manchester. That's a fair thing to say. Exactly. Thank you. Thank God. Because there are so many people, and again, I didn't even realise this was an argument. But there's this city, there's another city TikToker, who is from Trafford, I think. And he doesn't have a classic Manchester accent. And I'm from Manchester. I don't have a classic Manchester accent. He's got like a regional accent because there's many different regions in Manchester, hence Greater Manchester. And there are so many people having to go at him because of his accent and saying that he's not actually from Manchester. It's like, what do you mean? I'm from Trafford. Not me. This is this guy. And again, if someone says to you, you're not from Manchester, it's like, yes, I am. I'm from Bury. Bury's in Manchester. It's in Greater Manchester, which is Manchester. It just annoys me. It's this sort of like gatekeeping that some people who live in like central Manchester, you know, like who live in the city of Manchester. It's like, no, you can't say you're from Manchester unless you're actually from the city of Manchester. And it's like, well, that's bollocks, isn't it? That's blatantly bollocks. Yeah. And that's the thing as well. Ultimately, it doesn't matter if I'm from London. I can still be a City or United fan if I want to. I mean, I'm not. I'm from Manchester. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't really matter. But yeah, it's just those people that annoy me. Just as people, but yeah, and those people try to claim that people from Greater, because I don't live in the city of Manchester. Yeah, exactly. I don't live in the city of Manchester. Oh, Phil Foden with a shot went off the post, I think. Goodness me. But yeah, like I say, I'm from Greater. I'm not from the city of Manchester. I am from Manchester though, because I'm from Greater Manchester. That's how it works. That's like saying that Phil Foden isn't from Manchester because he was born in Salford. I feel like TikTok isn't the app for me, because there are so many idiots on there, Trib. There are so many idiots on fucking TikTok who just want to. Oh, love! It's a really good save. Phil Foden's shot is tipped onto the post. But I'm glad that you and I are. But this is the thing. You're one of the sensible, smart people. So annoying. Yeah. But I do need to ignore. I'm really bad. I'm so bad. I mean, I think you'll probably see it from my lives whenever someone trolls me or says something ridiculous. I find it really hard to just let something lie, and I really should just let it lie because it's not worth my time. But if someone comments something dumb, there's something in me that it compels me to reply and be like, but that's just so wrong. That's so incorrect. But I know the actual thing. I know the correct thing to do is to ignore it. And honestly, it is getting to the stage where I just have to. I can't reply to everyone. Not trying to sound like up my own arse, but it is getting to the point where we're getting more followers and we're getting more and more people comment, and I can't reply to everyone because it takes literally hours for me to get back to everyone, and then my whole Saturday's gone just replying to people's comments, and I haven't been able to upload a YouTube video or whatever. So, yeah. That's like sort of yeah, exactly. I know. And I had this massive prick who I'll just tell you about quickly. I don't actually have an issue with the trolls. I have an issue with the people who actually believe what they say is true, even though it's clearly not. And this is one of those guys who I know, yeah. I mean, those people are just idiots. It's the people who think they know better when they actually don't. This guy, he was clearly a bit older, like me, you know, sort of around our age. And first of all, I don't know if you've seen the videos that I've done. You know the videos I do where it's say who'd win in a fight, and it's like, you know, let's say Chelsea 05 versus Liverpool 05, or Arsenal Invincibles against United 99. And it's like who'd win in a fight, in a physical fist fight. To the format of the videos where people are like, that player's better than that player. You like those? Oh, that's good to hear. They're just a bit of a silly, fun video to do. Like, obviously, it's just a bit of fun, yeah? I don't actually really care if you think that Carragher beat John Terry. It's like, it would never happen in real life, and it's like a bit of fun and a bit of a parody on the whole trend of people doing the normal videos. And it's just a bit different. That's my personal take on it. And this Arsenal fan got so angry with me because I said that Scholes would beat Gilberto Silva in a fight. And he was like, oh, well, Gilberto Silva was big and strong and Scholes was small, blah, blah, blah. And I was just saying, well, in my head, Scholes would be a scrappy, dirty fighter. He'd 2-foot challenge him, break his leg, throw mud in his eye, and that's it. And he would not have it. And it's like, bro, it's a joke, chill out. It's just a fun video, don't worry about it. And then this guy also had an issue with me saying that Arsenal hadn't been relegated when they have, and he did that argument where it's like, oh, but they weren't called Arsenal, they were called Woolwich Arsenal, which is one of the worst arguments in the history of the world. Oh yes, I remember that now, yeah. Yeah, I remember that, yeah. But that's fun though, that's an interesting take on it. I wouldn't have even thought about that, but that's why it's a fun video to do. I love that. Because you could be more creative with it, and that's why I think Keane would deck Vieira, because this isn't a sanctioned UFC fight, this is a brawl. I think that Keane would throw mud into Vieira's eyes and gnaw at his ankles and then twat him. Hey, Mazin, how you doing, mate? Are you new, or do you have a different name? I don't recognise that name, Mazin El Bashir. But yes, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. I think you're probably right. Prime Keane or Prime Yapstam. Oh, you're my whip. Excellent stuff. Sorry, Mazin. I know who you are. You're always on the TikTok lives. It's very tricky for me to remember everyone's different usernames. I'll try to remember that. My whip is Mazin. Mazin, my whip. How you doing, mate? Thank you for joining us. I think this is the first time you joined us on the stream. We've also got Trib in the chat. Trib is known as Flippy Flops on TikTok. You may have seen each other in the live. We'll be going live after this game as well, by the way. But yeah, mate, I'm doing well. England are winning. We're just having me and Trib are having a very intellectual conversation about football, and we're talking about idiots in my comment section. You don't have to do that, Trib. Don't worry. No, don't do that for my. Don't do that for my. Don't do that for my need. You don't have to do that at all. I can remember that. But yes, like I said, England are winning, having a good conversation. Had some really nice food last night. It was date night with the GF. We had tacos. It was very lovely. And I'm going to be uploading a YouTube video later today. And yeah, it's good times. Raheem Sterling's potentially in. No, ball wasn't quite good enough. Phillips starter. Yep. Phillips. It's Phillips alongside Declan Rice. Two more defending central midfielders. Who do you support, by the way, Mazin / my whip? Is it no, I can't even guess. I can't remember. Yeah, it's really good. We get our beef mince from our local butchers. So that's lit, and we just like chop up an onion, you know, the spices, have it with tortilla chips. And all the dips, you know, you've got your guacamole, you've got your nacho chili cheese, you've got your salsa, you've got your what's the other one? Guaca, salsa, nacho chili cheese. Oh, it's this white one. What's the white one? It's not garlic mayonnaise. It's something else. It's some sort of, I can't remember what it is. It's some sort of mayonnaise, I think. But yeah, that's good. Oh, you're an Arsenal fan. Excellent stuff. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, I'd have liked to see either I think it might be some sort of sour cream thing, potentially. It's like this Tex-Mex thing that you get from Morrison's, where we dip all the tortilla chips in, and you line your tacos with that as well, obviously. And then my girlfriend's grandparents got me an Easter egg, so I ate that for dessert. But yeah, in terms of Lingard starting, I'd have liked to see more of an attack in midfield. I'm really happy with the front three. I think that's an excellent front three. But I would like to see Phillips drop for Lingard or maybe even Bellingham, to be honest. Oh, it was very nice. It was very nice. It is nice. Currently still 1-0 to England. In case you missed the first goal, Mazen. Basically, it was a lovely first-time crossing by Luke Shaw, and Harry Kane diving header, banged it in. Should have been 2-0 before the break. Sterling put in a brilliant ball. Again, Kane running onto it, and he smashed the crossbar. Phil Foden's been probably one of England's best players in terms of creativity from set pieces. So he's putting some lovely corners and lovely free kicks. I really like the look of Bellingham. I haven't seen enough of him because he obviously plays in the Bundesliga. You swear he isn't a left back anymore? Oh, you mean because he plays like quite high up? Kane put the ball in. Raheem Sterling, no, cleared away. Good defending by the Albanian defender. Don't even know who that is, to be honest. But again, this is a game you'd expect England to win. It's going to be more interesting when we get to the games where it's going to be a bit trickier for England. You think of the most difficult one would be against Poland, I'd expect. Yeah, all I know about Bellingham is that he's Mazen, it should be an easy win, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Bellingham's tall and lanky, that's all I know. Apart from that, I don't know enough about him, to be honest. How old is he? Let's find out. He's only 17 years old, but that is mad, he's only 17. Again, the future is bright for England. And like I said, all I know is that he plays for Dortmund. Yeah, I was going to say, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Like, had he gone to Dortmund and been, you know, like, Bundesliga Player of the Year, or, you know, won a Bundesliga title, then yes, but the fact that they retired it immediately, it's like, what? I don't even understand. First, England have a really high chance of winning the World Cup. Should we have a look at what the... Well, it was the Euros first, Mazen, isn't it? Should we have a look at Euro 2021 betting odds? Here we go. Oh, lovely goal by Mason Mount. (2-0 to England. Mason Mount getting amongst the goals. Lovely stuff. That should get all the 3 points. But yeah, Mason, they retired Bellingham's shirt at Birmingham. Excellent stuff. There we go. Good finish by Mount. Bad defending by Albania. Really nicely lifted over the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's not happy, but no, nothing the goalkeeper can do. It's a really nice finish by Mason Mount. And there we go. That should be the 3 points sealed. Imagine it updates on its own. There we go. Smashed it. I don't know, to be honest. I haven't even put the names of the Albanian players because I can't be bothered. Here we go. Let's have a look at what the odds are for Euro 2021. Wait, are England favourites? What? Did you guys know that? England are joint favourites with France to win the World Cup. Sorry, to win the Euros. Wait. Yeah. Like, look at this. One sec. Look, these are the odds. These are the odds for the winner of Euro 2021. From top to bottom, England joint favourites with France. You don't fancy France, really? They've got an unbelievable squad, and they're the defending World Cup champions. And then it's Belgium, and then Germany, then Spain, then Netherlands, then Portugal. I can't believe Italy that far down. They won all their group games. What? Portugal? I'm staggered. I'm genuinely staggered at that. Who's North Macedonia? 750 to 1. Get your bets on. But oh my, I can't understand that. Those are awful odds for England. 5 to 1 to win the Euros. Definitely, they've never won the Euros in their international existence. Don't understand that at all. I understand the France one because they're the defending world champions. They've got the most talented squad in the world. They've got Mbappe. They've got Griezmann. They've got their depth at centre back is ridiculous. They've got Pavard. They've got who's a fullback, I think, or maybe plays the centre half for France. I don't know. But they've got Varane. They've got Umtiti. They've got Laporte, who doesn't even get a look in the squad. They've got Upamecano. They've got Lloris. They've got Pogba, who actually plays well for France. They've got Kante. They've got who else have they got? I feel like they've got so many players, France. In fact, let's just have a look. Right, I'm just gonna have a cheeky look at the France FC. Let's have a look. Who play? Ousmane Dembele, who's a very talented player. Martial, Lamar, Ndombele, Zuma, Longley, Mendy from Real Madrid, Giroud. I've already said Mbappe, but I'll say it again. Kingsley Coman, Lucas Hernandez. These are some mental players. Yeah, Griezmann, exactly. Ndombele. Right, so, big trib. Laporte has never had an international cap. Not one. Not one. And you may say, well, to be fair, when France won the World Cup, they had Real Madrid's Raphael Varane, and they had Barcelona's Umtiti, and at that point, those two were unstoppable. But what was he called? Was it Remy? Remy, who played for Valencia or whatever, he got in ahead of him for the World Cup. Sacco from Crystal Palace got in ahead of Laporte. Kurt Zuma got in ahead of Laporte. There's a personal issue going on with Laporte, clearly, between him and the manager. I don't understand how he's never had a cap. It's really weird. Whatever. Still think our forwards are better. So who would the France forwards be? So the front three for England, the best front three is probably Sterling, Kane, Sancho, isn't it? So we think. I mean, I don't actually know what formation France are going to play. No, it's not about starting Mazin. It's about he's definitely top four, and he certainly was at that point. This is before Upamecano. This is, like I say, this is when Crystal Palace's Sacco was getting in. This is when Crystal Palace's Sacco was getting in ahead of Laporte for France. Even Mangala's got a France cap. Bloody Mangala. And Longley as well for France. There's so many options for France, Jesus. But yes, in terms of I mean, Laporte's better than Zuma. Yeah, Zuma's better. Yeah. So I mean, it's Giroud, who I think is one of the most underrated players in the world. To be frank, I think I highly rate Giroud. They play Giroud. They play Griezmann. Yeah, I mean Mbappe. Mbappe is. I'd be more. I think you might have a point, you know. I mean, based on current form, Griezmann's not performing that well. Is that his FIFA pace? I love Giroud so much. He's criminally underrated. I would have loved for City to have signed Giroud. He's not your traditional striker, but he doesn't need to be. He's so good. No, I think you've got a point. Mbappe is obviously better than Sterling, Kane is better than Giroud, but they're very different players. And maybe based on current form, Sancho is better than Griezmann, but in terms of when it was the World Cup, Griezmann was one of the best players in the world at that point. Oh, did you not like him at Arsenal, Mazin? I love Giroud. I absolutely rate Giroud so much. He needs to be played in the right way. Like, there's a reason why he's got a World Cup and why he started the games for France at the World Cup. And there's a reason why Antoine Griezmann said he's the best player to play with. James Ward-Prowse is coming on. Not sure who for. This should hopefully offer a bit more creativity in midfield. Who's he coming on for? Hopefully Phillips or... I'm hoping he comes off for Phillips. Please don't be Mason Mount. Phillips, he is coming for Phillips. Okay, good. So, James Ward-Prowse. And what number is he? He's number 17. There we go. I think that's a bit better. It's more attacking. Yes, Giroud does a job. Exactly. If it's the same thing. I mean, you know, I know Emil Heskey is a bit of a meme, but people will ranking him in terms of like the goals and assists he get, and that's not what he does. That's not what Giroud does. It's more about his link-up play and his hold-up play. If you play Giroud, it's similar to how Liverpool operate with Firmino. Firmino doesn't need to get the goals if he's linking up play well. If he's not linking up play well, then it's obviously an issue, but that's KSI's fault. Yeah, it's a good point, to be fair. I think you are right there. Heskey has become a meme. If Foden goes back to the cam spot and puts Sterling on the left, Sancho on the right, that would be an OP squad. That would be my ideal thing. The only potential issue from a defensive standpoint... Oh, James Ward-Prowse has evaded the Albania opposition here. He's got Sterling in support, tries to find Kane, not quite. The potential issue with Foden playing in midfield is that it's the same reason why Pep won't play him at central midfield, even though that is his best position. Or it's the position that he wants to play, I think. It's because he's not defensively astute enough yet. So he's a bit of a liability in central midfield, which is why Pep tends to play him on the wings, because there's less defensive duties there. But in my ideal world, I'd have Sterling on the left and Sancho on the right, and I'd have Grealish and Foden as two attacking midfielders. Who's better right now, Kane or Lewandowski? It's Lewandowski, right? Raheem Sterling mishits it. Oh, played it back. Oh, nearly. Kane had to go for that, to be fair. He shouldn't get booked for that. Oh, come on, he had to go for that, mate. I don't think that should be a yellow card. He had to go for the ball. Nah, Grealish who? What's that, sorry? I know that Grealish is officially a left winger, but I'd still have him in midfield. He's clever enough to play central midfield. I think it's really harsh to book Kane there. He has to go for that ball. You think Grealish is overrated? What? No. He's unbelievable, Grealish. Nobbins for England, says Tribs. Yep. Can we get that trending? Hashtag Nobbins for England. Can you please get that trending? Now we'll have to disagree. I absolutely love Grealish. Foden, lovely ball through to Harry Kane. He's got Sterling in support. Sorry, that's James Ward-Prowse. Awful ball by James Ward-Prowse. What is he doing? Right, that's demonstrated to me James Ward-Prowse ain't good enough. I'd say Kane's better all-round plays for a worse team and more than Lewandowski, is this? Interesting. It's so hard because Lewandowski's so good. Like, isn't he set to break Muller's all-time, like Gerd Muller's all-time goal-scoring record in the Bundesliga? What are your thoughts, Mazin, as an Arsenal fan? Do you think is Kane or Lewandowski better? I just really rate Lewandowski. He's just like when I saw him play against City live, he was unreal. Mazin, whereabouts in the world are you from? Because it's just on ITV. Yeah, I think Grealish is class. For me, Grealish is that X factor, that unique player for England that England have been crying out for, similar to Foden. I mean, you're not missing much, to be honest, Mazin, in terms of the match. It's pretty... Oh, you're from Sudan? Oh, I do apologise. I didn't realise that. You probably can't get ITV in Sudan then. I'm not sure if they broadcast there. And you think Lewandowski's better right now? Fairs. Honestly, I don't watch enough Bundesliga to review. The only time I get to see the European teams is when it's the Champions League. Cross comes in, defended well by Kyle Walker. Yeah, but like I say, Mazin, you ain't missing anything right now. Albania aren't offering anything in terms of attack. England got 2 goals. They're quite content. And you said 2-1, didn't you, Trib? So stream's fuzzy. That is always the worst, isn't it? Yeah, Albania needs to score 1 goal for your prediction to be right, Trib. My prediction's already incorrect, so I'm smart. I am so smart. I am so smart. SM Mutty. I love Simpsons Hit Room. We played some more of that yesterday. That was hype. Oh, excellent, Mazin. Good to hear. Oh, have I missed much? We've got the newest one new, Louis. How you doing, Louis? I'm pretty sure you're new to the stream. I mean, you missed 76 minutes of the missed 76 minutes of the football, Louis. Yeah, Phillips got subbed for James Ward-Prowse, so he updated the tactical board. But yeah, Louis 2K, how you doing, mate? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you're new to the stream. You're fair. Yeah, do you like my setup? But has it been good football? I mean, England have scored twice. No, I quite like the sub, Mazin, because it's more of an... I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't have brought on James Ward-Prowse. I would have brought on, like, Lingard. But it's more of an attacking change, I guess. Yeah, I mean, the football hasn't been great. England has scored twice, which is important. Foden's played well. Kane's played well. James Ward-Prowse, since he's come on, hasn't done much. Kane should have scored twice in the first half. He scored 1, though. Lovely cross by Luke Shaw. And then the second goal was a great finish by Mason Mount. But apart from that, not much has really happened in the game, to be honest. But yeah, Louis, how's your weekend going? Oh, actually, let me know 3 things, because like I said, I'm pretty sure you're new. Feel free to follow the stream so you're always stay updated for when we go live. But let me know who you support, whereabouts in the world you're from, and what your shoe size is. Let me know all 3 of those things. It's been typical Southgate ball. Exactly. In theory, they shouldn't be a concern at all. There's going to be a foul in the middle of the pitch. Yeah, they shouldn't be problematic. You never know, though, do you? And you want to see England play good football, don't you? Unfortunately, we haven't really seen that today. They scored 2 goals, which is what matters. Ah, excellent. A Liverpool fan. I'll just outright. So I've got your shoe size now. You all know what that means. I'm going to write down your shoe size in my little imaginary notepad that I'm going to give to the FBI. And that means you're trapped forever, and it means you can never leave my streams. So, sucks to be you, to be honest. But there we go. So, Louis, Liverpool, size 11. There we go. And that is logged. That is catalogued for all eternity. You're mine now. We've just got 10 minutes left of this game. And then England will have the 3 points. Lovely, lovely. Again, not the best, but a win is a win. I don't think Louis liked me taking his shoe size. I think he's left the stream. That probably puts a lot of people off, to be honest. Oh, sorry, Louis. I thought I'd scared you away. Oh gosh. But like I said, Louis, do feel free to follow. If you follow, you become a Nobinio, because my name is Nobbins. And if you follow, you obviously get updated when we go live. And also I've got, oh yes, Amazin. Yeah, so I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So I'm talking to Louis on Twitch right now. Thank you for following, Louis. Much appreciated. A notification should have come up. Yeah, that's weird. Let me show you what should have happened. Right, there's something wrong with my alert box. That's very frustrating. That's very frustrating. Because a really fun notification should happen, but there's something wrong with my alert box. Why does it do that, guys? Why? Wait, one sec while I check this. Don't be alarmed. I just need to check something with my alert box. The phone's coming off, okay. Okay. You're not rich? What do you mean, Louis? Oh, it's all kicking off here. Right, yeah, so unfortunately my alert box isn't going through. Basically, I'll try to reenact what happens when someone drops a follow. I don't know what you mean by you're not rich. No worries at all, Mazin. Louis, see you on YouTube now. Thank you. Do feel free to subscribe on YouTube. Like I said, we also do YouTube uploads. I think you'd be subscriber number... Oh, I don't know why Mazin said that. Oh, thank you, Mazin, for following on Twitch as well. Again, it's annoying. A notification should come up on the screen. I'll try to reenact it, but this is what happens. My face comes on the screen. It says X has followed, and my face goes, woo! That's what should happen. So that was for you, Louis. Now I'll do Mazin's for Twitch. Again, you follow, and a pop-up should come up, and I should go, woo! But for some reason, it's not working today. Which is very annoying. Very annoying. Right, so this is where it gets really confusing. So aided is Mazin, who is my whip. Lingardinho. And I actually need to change the I hope so. I bloody hope so, mate. No aided, it's fine. I'm only joking. Don't worry about it, mate. I'm only joking. But like I said, Louis, whilst you're there on the YouTube, feel free to drop a subscribe on YouTube. Like I say, I try to upload one video a week. So changes have been made. I'm just going to update the layout here for England. So what happened? Did Foden go off and Lingardinho come on? Is that what's happened? Have I missed something? I don't even know. No, you don't need to change your name. I was only joking. Seriously, I was only joking. It's fine. It's honestly fine. Yes, so Foden went off for Lingard. Okay, good to know. So that's Lingard. Lingardinho, as we know, he's the G. Foden, I think, has played a really good game. I'm very happy with his performance from a City fan's perspective. So it's just going to show how crucial he is going to be. Yeah, he did. He went off a Lingard trip. Thanks, mate. Thanks for confirming that. But Louis, let me know how your weekend's going, mate. Have you been up to anything nice? Eating any nice food, baby? Ugh. Goodness me. Imagine if they got fires West Ham's top 4 in that in the South. That would be so poetic, wouldn't it? But no, I really do see it being. I really do think that United are getting top. I think they're getting second. And I do think the West Ham are going to get 5th, unfortunately, for West Ham fans. Mm-hmm. There we go. Sorted. 5 minutes left of this game. And then that'll be confirmed 6 points out of a possible 6 for England. So you can't complain, and yet I will because I'm an England fan. Because that's how it works, guys. You know that's how it works. Good interception there by Declan Rice. Good to see. I think he's had a good game. The commentator just talked about Harry Kane's ankles, and it is a bit of a worry. Because here's the thing with those kind of injuries. Once you do it once, it's more and more likely to happen, and it's exponentially more likely to happen over and over and over and over and over again. Don't worry, Aided, my whip, don't worry about, oh, Mazin, don't worry about it, mate. Seriously, it's not an issue, it's fine. I was only joking. You don't actually need to, please do not change your name on my account. I was only joking. I still can't get over the fact that... No, I'm not getting confused. I'm not. I promise, I'm not. I know who you are. Don't worry about it. I just need to up my brain. That's it. Good defended by Albania. Gets Mason Mount out. Flippido. Hello, Trip. Well, if you want to do it, then Mazin, absolutely, you go for it. You guys are so good. You guys are great. I love my Nabinios. Because that's what you are all, by the way, guys. You are my Nabinios. Can we all talk about how good that name is for a follower? Hey, my whip. Hey. Excellent. Yes, it did. I can see it now. My whip, yeah. Excellent stuff. So would you prefer to be called Mazin or my whip, mate? What would you prefer I call you? Because I really don't mind. It's whatever you prefer. Whatever you feel most comfortable with. You don't like my whip, Mazin it is then. I got you, fam. I got you. Okay, 2 minutes left of this game, and we're chilling. We're chilling. Just don't concede. Don't concede a goal. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Well, my friends in when I was in school. I'll tell the story one day. They decided to start calling me LNobbins when I was like 14 years old, I think, and that's been my. I mean, I've had many nicknames. I always seem to have about 3 or 4 nicknames on the go throughout school and college and university and work. But LNobbins has, ever since then, that's been the one that I've always used whenever I've made like an account for, you know, if you've got to sign up for something and you don't want to use your name, I'll always use LNobbins. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of smooth. You don't have to, yeah, like, if you want to refer to me, you don't have to call me LNobbins. You could just call me Nobbins. Nobbins work. No, it's LNobbins or it's Nobbins. LNobbins is my full name. Nobbins is just a shorter version. Nobbins. Whatever you prefer to say. It's obviously easy to type out Nobbins, so. And it's easy. And yeah, like I say, if my friends are being more formal, they'll call me LNobbins. If we're playing a footy game and it's like I need to say it instantly, it's like Nobbins. Guys, you don't have to update your names, but thank you, Trib, aka Flip-Flops. I felt left out. Oh, you guys are so funny. Flip-Flops. To be fair, I guess it also helps you guys out because you guys are quite regularly in my TikTok lives as well. So, because that's his name on TikTok, Flip-Flops. So when you go into the TikTok lives at later dates, you'll go, oh, it's my whip. Oh, it's Flip-Flops. I know who you are. That's so funny, guys. Cross comes in. Not quite. Remember when England were deadly from corners that one time? You probably do because Flip-Flops has been in basically every single TikTok live. He's a regular. So you probably have seen him quite frequently. You probably have. I like it. I do like continuity and like consistency over different platforms. So I'm always LNobbins, obviously. Oh, we didn't do a live yesterday, Mazin. Sorry about that. I can't go live every single day. But if there's ever a football match, I'll basically always go live after the football match. I don't really have a set schedule because I do have a set Twitch schedule. Like we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the main. If there's ever a match, we'll obviously do a match. I'll also play games. As Flip-Flops was alluding to earlier, we play Simpsons Hit and Run Saturday mornings. I'm particularly proud of that layout, I've got to say. After we finish Simpsons, we'll be playing Detroit Become Human, which is going to be a really interesting game about like making choices and morality. So that'd be a good one to do. I know, yeah. But the next football game. I mean, after we'll do the next England game, which I think is on Wednesday. I mean, tomorrow, I don't know because I might have to work. I might have to work late tomorrow, which is a shame. I might not be able to finish work until 7, so I might not be able to stream. But hopefully I can. If we can, we'll be streaming on Monster Hunter, and then England on Wednesday. And then City play Leicester on Saturday, which is a big game. We'll obviously be streaming that one. And then we are definitely streaming the Champions League. Yeah, do you like that? Do you like that, Flip-Flops? I love that. Shall I show you? I'll show you, Mazin, in case you haven't seen it. It won't look correct because I haven't got my green screen up. Oh wait, Albania are in the England penalty box. Always offside. What do you think the score is going to be? Arsenal. I think Arsenal are going to go through, and it's going to be 4-2 on aggregate to Arsenal. That's my prediction. But yeah, so this is my Simpsons layout. Like I said, it's not going to look correct. But where it says no signal, that's where the GameCube game would be. Obviously, the cloud outlines where my head would be, and I have a green screen, so it would be background. And then when I'm in a car, this is what it looks like. And again, and normally I'd have my green screen and you wouldn't see that. That's when we're driving around. That's funny. I love that layout. Oh, Raheem Sterling! Oh, not quite. Oh, I'm glad you like it. It was fun to make. It took me a whole day to fully make. Not like oh, I did it over one day. Like, we're talking hours and hours, but I think it was worth it because I had lots of fun doing it. And that's it. It's full time, guys. 2-0 to England. Thank you, Flip Flops. I love it. A very professional stream. with my face in the Homer Simpson car. I quite like my football layout as well, to be fair. Like, because normally you'd have normally the chat would pop up in the bottom right where Neil Warnock is. We've got the stats, we've got the score, we've got the tactical boards, we've got a debate of the day if you want to get involved in that. Show us it. What do you mean? This I'm showing it now. This is my football layout. Or do you mean the Simpsons layout? Which one is that what you meant? But yeah, that's 2-0. Excellent stuff. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is my football one because, like I say, got my face there. Debate of the day. Neil Warnock's chilling. Yeah, this is the football one. This is for when we watch football. This is for whenever we watch a football game. That's Neil Warnock. In the bottom right, he used to manage Cardiff. He used to manage QPR. He just did that really weird thing. He just did that really weird thing one time. But yeah, guys, so easy dub, as we say. 2-0 to England, 70% of the ball, 9 shots compared to 2, never really in doubt. Albania had that one chance on the counter. What game we do next? Good question. Well, like I said, we'll be playing, hopefully, Monster Hunter tomorrow. If we can't, then there won't be a stream on Monday. In terms of football, the next game will be the England game, which I think is on Wednesday. Let's just double check. So here we are. So England FC. And here we go. So yes, it is going to be against Poland. Poland on the 31st of March. That's this Wednesday. I don't stream FIFA, Mazin. The last FIFA I've had was FIFA 16. I don't really play FIFA anymore because I got too annoyed with it, to be honest. We play loads of other games though. Like I said, Monster Hunter, Hit and Run. We're going to start Detroit Become Human. But yeah, so that's a... What is this? Oh, it's just a time law. Yeah, England. I mean, Albania were the only other side who had a win, so England should easily top this group. The only potentially difficult games would be against Poland because of Lewandowski, but even then, San Marino and Andorra are literally two of the worst teams in UEFA in terms of FIFA rankings. They are genuinely right at the bottom. Yeah, mate, no worries at all. Don't feel like you have to come. If you can, it'd be lovely to see you there. But that, guys, is it. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to try to complete my YouTube thumbnail, upload the video, and then I'm going to try to do a TikTok video and then go live on TikTok. So I'd guess I'd be live and maybe I should just go live later after dinner. In fact, no, yeah, I'll do that because we're getting too close to tea time. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, eat my tea, and then tonight we'll go TikTok live. So around 10, half 10, I'd say. Eat, skeet, delete. It's been great. Bye.